There we go. What's going on,
Which
guys?
sounds like a bad idea, not gonna lie.
Or a hilarious.
That being said, this seems like a good idea. We've got Pitfall the Mayan adventure by said runner. Take it away.
Awesome, thanks, man. What's going on, guys? We're gonna be running Pitfall the Mayan Adventure, Super Nintendo any percent. Not a very well-known game as far as speedrunning goes, but pretty notorious for most people as kids. It is incredibly difficult to beat casually. Luckily, luckily though, we could skip most of the bosses, so it becomes that much easier.
So the Pitfall, like this is sort of like a spiritual, comes from like the Atari Pitfall games, right?
Yeah, actually, fun fact, it's technically the sequel to the original Atari. Like, I know Super Pitfall was a thing, but like in the timeline, this is legit right after the first game, because the whole point here is we're running through the forest because our dad got abducted, the original Pitfall guy, and yeah, we just got to go save him.
I didn't know there was such deep lore behind Pitfall.
It's kind of surprising, but yeah, it's some of the jumps here are a little technical. We're just trying to get on the first vine cycles, which we were able to get. So if you do end up missing them, that's just a free 2.5 seconds you're going to have to wait. And this cheetah, that's a good pattern. Sometimes he just likes to sit there and look at you for a little bit.
So what are those explosions you're making happen there?
Yeah, so we got 3 weapons here. You have your slingshot, which throws a rock, that's 1 damage. We have a boomerang, which you'll see for a couple more technical things. It's not really used for damage. That does 2. And then the magic blue rocks you'll pick up as you're running. Oops, sorry. That's our first skip. Sorry, we're actually jumping over a collision wall.
Nice.
Little technical. But yeah, so then you'll get these blue rocks as you're going around. That's like the most powerful weapon, and that does 5. So we're going to use that mainly on the bosses we do fight. And a couple areas to clear lag, but they are kind of scarce in the run, so try not to throw them too much. So we actually did 2 skips there, which I kind of forgot to talk about, but the intended route for this has you going back and forth, left to right, and we don't have time for that, so you can jump over a lot of the collision walls and just totally skip to the next part. Oh god, that rope's a little rough.
Also, interesting fact about the Atari version, there's a secret in this game where you can find a portal and go into it, and the actual Atari game is built into the code of the game, and you're able to play it.
Yeah, if you go on the next level, there's a secret portal you can jump through. It takes you to the full original Atari game. That's a nice little callback.
Of course, we're not going to see that because
Now, that would take a while.
that would take a long time.
So, you'll see me kind of like smacking my whip around like that. That's actually done. The animations in this game are like really well done, but they slow you down a lot. So, anytime you turn around, you really want to be jumping and swinging the whip just to make that transition faster. This is the hardest jump in the game.
This is a two pixel.
Second try,
Perfect,
dude.
Nice.
Second try.
Yeah, 2 pixels, and
That is insane.
Yeah,
dude.
you're
Second try.
your running animation, depending on where you land based on that, can actually make the jump impossible to do. Like, oh, come on. Hardest boss in the game.
Got it.
Yeah, that is an absolute run killer for sure.
Dude, that was beautiful. 2 pixel window for that jump right there, that skip.
Alright, so we're coming up on the next boss here. It's 2 jaguars or cheetahs, I'm not sure. And normally you jump down here and you fight them. But if you buffer your jump, so the first frame you touch the ground, you just jump out of the area and on right past. And as a kid, that was the most impossible thing for me to get through.
Those are some sturdy webs.
Yeah, right? Yeah, this level's a lot of health management. There's a couple hearts that you grab throughout the run, but for the most part, you have to be pretty careful here. And in case you're wondering, yes, the health is that alligator up top that comes closer to eat you.
Wow, that seems really hard to read.
Yeah, you have really no clue until it's the final one. Right. Moving right along. We're going to clip through the wall here.
Nice.
All you got to do is just a roll. Otherwise, you're crawling on your stomach for like 40 seconds, which is crazy slow.
There's so much insane tech in this game.
Yeah,
This
it's-
movement is, there's so much going on.
When you would think with like the animations that it would kind of handle not so great, like a lot of the SNES games, but it really does play very well.
So is there any like sort of repetitive tech you're having to do to move fast quickly, or is it just
It's
hold
your
it and
standard,
go?
Yeah, hold it and go. But you know, anytime I'm cresting over a wall or something like that, you'll see me rolling. That's like a specific just jump around corners to try and speed you up. Or again, the animation transitions like that. You know, you throw a whip so that you don't get the thud animation when you land, or any of the turnaround stuff. So this next vine section here is incredibly difficult. 1, 2, 3. Got it. All right.
Nice.
I always die in that tar pit. We're just skipping through a tree.
Very tight. Very good.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
I thought it froze up for a second
Yeah,
there.
that was a
Yeah,
really
that's,
long.
the screen transitions are weird.
Yeah.
You know, and specifically the first intro screen, you'll like sit there for 3 or 4 seconds going, "Come on."
So what was it that caused everything to stop moving there?
Oh, so there's specific items in here. They're little hourglasses. You can grab them, and it makes everything on screen pause for the, I think it's like 15 seconds. So that's more of a safety strat. In a traditional run, you're going to, you know, avoid that. But and we're through.
That was pretty quick.
Yeah, the platforming it's intense, but once you get used to the movement, it's a pretty fun run. And this is an auto scroller, so
Yeah, and these level transitions, don't, you don't have to never mind.
okay. Yeah, you just hold start and you skip them.
I have no idea what he's doing on that board.
Yep. Yeah, he's freaking out.
Well, with those like fireball, demon ball things behind me, yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, fair. And it's weird because they don't actually do anything. I think they're intended to make you, you know, hit one of these carts, but if you're jumping between the top 2 routes, it actually saves me from hitting a few of them. So, blessing and a curse.
I'm getting Super Mario RPG flashbacks here.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Bottom, top, mid, and we're done. Yeah, so this game was actually...
Apparently, it's a skateboard.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a minecart. In the Genesis version, you actually have a handbrake for some reason. But the they ported this to a bunch of things. You had Game Boy, PC's the original, SNES and Genesis. The PC soundtrack is phenomenal. Well, there's damage. Take the safety heart. These platforms are on a global timer. It's the only item in the game or thing in the game on that timer, and you will never know if you're going to get a good pattern until you get here. Bit of a rough shot. Got it. There's that hourglass again.
That one looked like it didn't really cause you to go out of your way to get.
Yeah, that one was at least good. Alright, here's the second boss. We're going to skip this. Right on over and out.
Seems like a bit of an oversight to leave that thing that just lets you leave the
Yeah, I
the
think
boss arena there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they intended to just tease you with it, and then you get, like, the best, you know, troll by getting it anyways. Alright. So, relatively new tech. I figured out a skip for this level about 3 weeks ago, so the world record was improved by 17 seconds with it, which is awesome. We're going to try it out. It's 3 pixels. It's a bit rough. But basically, we're going to glitch through the floor and take an intentional death to hit a totem as we fall. Oh, come on. We got it. There it is.
Nailed it.
Nice.
So you take the death, and it spawns you right at the end of the level.
Oh.
And that was found entirely by accident. I just missed my jump.
And the totem is like a checkpoint.
Yes.
So right before he died, he was able to activate that. So
Alright.
taking that intentional death.
So here's our final boss. Time's going to be when I pick up the L and the screen fades to black. The only game to force you to take an L. Let's go here. There we go. So he's dead. Pop up here in a second, and then when you see full black, we can go ahead and time.
All right, that's a 10:23.
Wonderful.
Jesus, man, that's like a 30-second PB for me.
Whoa, dude.
Holy crap, man. Okay.
Oh, okay. It started a little late. Okay.
PB height?
Holy crap, man.
Dude, you didn't tell me when to start. You just started playing, so if you could
Oh,
the beginning part of that one.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's so
wow.
Awesome.
Oh, I see. So if you had done some more in this, you would have more letters there at the
Yes,
end.
yeah. So the 100% category has all of the Pitfall letters that you pick up along the way.
All right.
But yeah, that's Pitfall: The Mayan Adventure. Awesome to finally have the chance to bring it here and show you guys a run. And yeah, thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you very much.
Well done. Well done.
Okay. The next run up on our list is Lester the Unlikely by
man.
Radioactive Rat,
Awesome.
That is a freaking fun game.
which is a spectacle to look at. Let's just put it that way.